Hello, and thanks for joining us for another heart-wrenching episode of Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM: The Long War. And why does my heart feel like it's been torn from my chest? Well, mostly because of the constant delays in Lindsay Lohan's training. They've got me feeling an awful lot like that poor bastard that Mola Ram sacrifices in Temple of Doom. So much so that, in fact, I'm tempted to just sit here and start chanting Om Nam Shiba, Om Nam Shiba, Om Nam Shiba over and over, until, Mola opens up the lava pit, drops me in, and cooks me down to a charcoal briquette. And while that is tempting, I'm actually not going to do it. What I'm going to do instead, in order to minimize our chances of jinxing She Who Shall Not Be Named's chances to complete her training, I'm just not gonna mention her again at all anymore. Not a single word. I mean it. I don't want to get interrupted by another mission that's more pointless than a kindergartner's pair of plastic scissors. So what we're going to do instead is just not speak of the devil. Because if Chris Isaac has taught us anything, it's that if you speak of the devil appears. Pretty sure that's the one thing he's taught us. Well, that, and also the fact that if you put Helena Christensen in your music video, it's pretty much guaranteed to go gold if she's topless. They also taught us that. A lesson that the Finnish band Him would have done well to remember when they covered that same song in 1998, but alas, they did not feature a topless Helena Christensen, and I'm pretty sure that their song did not perform quite as well. But I digress. Let's head up to mission control here. And also, how the hell did I go from the topic of Temple of Doom to Finnish love metal? And now that I've said that, actually, Temple of Doom to Finnish love metal would in itself make an excellent band name. So I've sort of come full circle here on this one. It's the Circle of Life, folks. Should break out into an Elton John song on that one. I think I'm just going to bail on this whole topic and start scanning before I wind up in some kind of infinitely recursive Mobius strip of self-reference. Let's just get out of that. This is not Lindsay Lohan. Oh, Justin Bieber, buddy. You just can't fucking win, can you? I mean, all evidence to the contrary in the fact that your life has been pretty much winning since you were about 7 years old, but in our particular instance, Bieber, you're basically the Chicago Cubs of psychic training. I'm not even going to bother to put Bieber back in a tube. She Who Shall Not Be Named finishes very, very soon, and I think probably at best to just avoid tempting fate. So let's go back to scanning here. Brazil wants 20 floater corpses? Sure, why the hell not, Brazil? Everything must go. It's all priced to move. Clearance sale Tuesday here at Perfidious Pete's crazy house of alien corpses. Get all your alien corpses at one bargain basement price. Fighter over Australia. Alright, Moose, we need to have a little discussion here before I launch you. I don't want a mission here, Moose. I want you to explode this thing. This is the aliens dragging their feet. They're going full on Jacob Marley, trying to make us wear the chains we have forged in life. And in this instance, we don't necessarily wish to be chained. So if you could explode this guy, like the Hindenburg, everything would be good. Don't make me raid this. Come on, Moose. Please. Oh, fuck you, Moose. I hate you. I hate you so much, Moose. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking take you out behind the shed, put a tack hammer to your head, smash your brain in, carve you up into delicious moose steaks, and everybody in the barracks is gonna eat your corpse. It's going to be a nice moose barracks party for all of the troopers. It's only after that I'm going to tell them they've been eating people. Of course, I don't want to, give them that information going in, but we are going to kill and devour you, Moose. I'm sorry. It's what you deserve. We got a cyberdisk, some drones, sectoids, and outsiders, 11-man crew on what is going to prove to be one of the most pointless missions we've ever gone on. Except for, of course, all the other fucking pointless missions we've gone on lately, which has been like the last 5. Stop dragging your feet, XCOM. I'm getting salty now. It's doing this because it knows we're here to kill it. That's why. It's much like the asteroid in Armageddon. It's only angry because it knows we're here to kill it. Also, we can't take even a single talented trooper on this mission, not a one, because, we need them for the temple ship, so none of these folks are going. We could theoretically spare Paris Hilton. Let's find a leader first. Mel Braveheart Gibson, of course, led our last pointless mission. Rihanna is on reserve for the temple ship. We could send... You know what? Let's send Colonel Amanda the Man Bynes here. Well, that's not exactly what I meant to do. I meant to make items available, but instead I kicked Amanda Bynes off the mission. Apparently, Dr. General Mr. Jiggles also does not want to go. He's not willing to risk Amanda's life on something as utterly pointless as this mission we're about to do. But, fuck you, Dr. General Mr. Jiggles. You're imaginary, and I'm the one who calls the shots here, so you're just going to have to buck up and deal with it. Seraphim armor, plasma sniper rifle, blah, whatever. Standard kit out for Amanda the Man Binds. She and Dr. General Mr. Jiggles get at least one more opportunity to shoot some sons of bitches in the head, because Dr. General Mr. Jiggles does like that. Although he does like torturing his victims to death in a nice, slow, and painful capacity. He likes that better. He likes to make them suffer, but he can't always get the opportunity. So, Dr. General, he doesn't always kill slowly, but when he does, he prefers to do it slowly. That was the worst interesting man in the world impression of all time. What else are we looking for? Let's get an infantry guy. Who did we sort of cock block on our last mission? We could take double old. You know what? Let's take double old. I'm comfortable with that. Double old 7. Gonna be one of your last missions, buddy. Archangel armor for you to help with those ailing hips of yours and your miserable foot speed. Plasma rifle, of course. I say it's his ailing hips, but it could be arthritis. I mean, Sean's getting up there. It could just be your regular garden variety arthritis. Doesn't have to be anything specific. Besides, if it was his hips, I'd like to think we'd hack his arms and legs off and just turn him into a mech trooper and get some nice metal replacements for him. We haven't, so I guess it's just more generalized condition of ill health. A gunner. Don't want to take Nicki Minaj. Don't really want to take Joss Hamlet Whedon. Don't really want to take Megan Fox. Do we have other gunners? Katie Firework Perry, I think, is tired, right? She is. We could send the puss. I'd prefer to not, if at all possible. Was it going to be Nikki Crater Minaj who was our gunner for the Temple Ship Assault? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, you know what? We're going to send Paris Porno Hilton on this one. This is an ignominious fate for you, Paris Hilton. I actually wish to apologize formally for making this your final mission. This is a low-down, dirty trick, Paris, and frankly, even someone like yourself deserves better treatment than this. I sincerely apologize for this. But it's got to be done, so why don't you just grab your plasma nova gun, your scope, laser sight, high-capacity mags, and go get this distasteful task over with as swiftly as possible, because let's face it, Paris, this isn't the most distasteful task you've had to sort of muscle your way through this week now, is it? What else do we need? Probably a medic. I say probably a medic, but we actually probably don't need a medic. I'm going to send someone who's shitty. Like Admiral Akbar, maybe? I see Alan Hawkeye Alda is actually already all tied up, so it looks like it is going to be Admiral Akbar. One last opportunity for Tori Spelling to roll out her lovable chestnut. It's a trap! Because, she loves to say that. No, you don't get a real gun, Tori Spelling. Who are you trying to kid? It's a plasma carbine for you, and just be glad we let you go armed at all. You're more likely to harm yourself or someone we care about than you are the enemy, so just make do with what you've got. Scout and an assault trooper, we'd prefer to have one of each, specifically in a scout. Assault trooper, I think we're going to be coming up a little thin. Sir Sidney and Miley are both on reserve for the Temple ship. I see that Charlie Winning Sheen is already tired. Apparently we have already... okay, then. Looks like it's going to be Robin Double Thick. Gotta say, for somebody who joined the project late, Robin Double Thick is getting a lot of action. And I don't mean because of his blurred lines. I mean because we're not that kind of action. And you know what I meant. So it's going to be Anna Big Gun's gun, then. Archangel armor for the big gun. We're going to give her a reflex cannon as well. Battle scanner is fine. We're not going for captures, so I say screw it. Chemical grenade, and probably... You know what? I'm going to go with another battle scanner. Let's just make sure we have an abundance and don't stumble onto the enemy. That would be handy. A regular grenade actually might also be useful. You know what? Let's give her one of each. Battle scanner, chem grenade, and a regular alien grenade. Still need an assault trooper, which of course, as we mentioned, is going to be Robin Double Thick. As little as I like sending this guy out, once again, he has made a completely bonehead move on every single one of our missions. He's done something just remarkably fucking stupid that should have resulted in his death on more than one occasion. Specifically on both occasions when he's been out on a mission as Robin Thick, he's done something unbelievably stupid. But I will say one thing for Robin Thick. Motherfucker is lucky, because despite his total fucking bonehead pulls 2 times in a row, he's managed to come back unscathed both times. So apparently this Robin Thick is lucky as the actual Robin Thick, in that, he succeeded despite no particular talent. Anyway, what else do we have here? What are we missing? An engineer. That's all we need left. Then probably a mech trooper, because why not a mech trooper? Engineers, do we have anybody? Sure, Sun Kang, you know what? I would say this mission is beneath you, but it's not. Let's all face it, Sun Kang. I've sent you out on stupider missions than this with worse teams, and mostly it's because I don't really like you very much, Sun Kang. I don't think you're very good. And I'm going to give you a psi grenade just on the off chance I remember to throw it. I will have thrown precisely one psi grenade then during this entire campaign, so there's that. Give me a chance to redeem myself perhaps a little bit. Eden, mech trooper. Anybody? Ashley Tycoon Olsen. Sure, you'll do. Why the hell not? Paladin suit for old Ashley O. Ashley Olsen actually pretty high rank. And this will, be the first time we've allowed Ashley O to take in the big gun. First time she's had the particle cannon. Of course, in any sort of business discussion, Ashley Tycoon Olsen is the big gun. She really is. And it occurs to me that we may not have ever had Ashley and Mary Kate. I mean, they're both on our team, but I don't think we've ever actually employed both of them at the same time. Seems like with such a powerhouse combination, we should try to capitalize on that at least once. But I'm not a smart man. I'm not. Could have been $1 billion business enterprise if we sent them out there, but we didn't. So, fuck it. Too late to fix that ship now. It's already sunk.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
You don't start welding the hole on the Titanic when it's at the bottom of the Atlantic. And that only incidentally rhymed. So let's get this going here. We're back down on the farm because every mission is now in this location, I suppose.
It looks like the alien crash site is in a remote
I would really
area.
like to start a franchise of whatever architectural firm designed this barn. Whoever came up with these plans, it's got to be like a modular sort of prefabricated building kind of company. And if they've sold this many barns throughout the world, I got to say, those fellers are doing pretty goddamn well for themselves. I'd really like to own some stock in that barn company. Really would. Alright, quit showboating and get off the fucking boat, guys. This isn't an actual mission. Don't play up your part, try to pad your role, and pretend like this is a thing that actually needs the attention of legitimate troopers. You guys are... I would say you're second fiddles, but you're not. You're like a fifth chair fiddle at best. At best, a fifth chair fiddle. Probably not even fifth chair. You may be like an alternate. You don't actually get to play unless one of the real players gets sick. Then they call you up and you have to fill in.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So you have, you know, all the responsibilities and penalties of having to know all the music and all the drawbacks, but none of the glory. You should suck less, I think, is probably what I'm getting at. We got some sectoids and a mechtoid up here. Looks like the mechtoid was on the roof.
Let's get a better view.
Yeah, let's do that, Tori Spelling. What do you got, Admiral Akbar? Well, it's a bunch of sectoids, and you can't even see the mechtoid that's on the roof. I have to assume that Rihanna can. Or rather, Amanda Bynes. Actually, Amanda Bynes can only see one unit. And we're just going to have her kill it. So there's one problem solved. Amanda Bynes has 99 problems, but a sectoid ain't one. Actually, I think Amanda Bynes probably has more than 99 problems. She probably has like 9,900 problems. And it's theoretically possible that a bitch might be one. You never know. I mean...
Heading there now.
I'm not judging or anything. And a big gun's gun. You have... Okay, I thought for a minute you had an assault rifle, and I was going to be very upset with you. You have a 1% chance to hit that fellow. Well, that's delightful performance, Amanda Bynes. I'm well pleased that we brought you on the mission. Robin Thick can see, too. Where's the other one? Alright, so we got two back there. Who's our engineer on this train wreck? Is it Sun Kang? It is Sun Kang. I have a feeling what I would like to do is throw a grenade through there, destroy that cover, see if we couldn't perhaps get a little better shots, but I'm pretty sure that Sun Kang is not going to be able to whip one. No, he can't even get close. That's why I hate you, Sun Kang. That's why I hate you. Big gun, you can just head on to Overwatch. Porno, let's get you to the corner here. This seems like a terrible idea. I'm gonna do it anyway. She can see one. Just go on Overwatch there, double thick. Double old? Wow, we got double thick and double old. Sounds like a new variety of Oreo. They're double thick and double old. Aged to perfection. New double thick Oreo. Actually, I think double thick Oreos are called double stuffed, which has some negative connotations, especially if you're Paris Hilton. I hear a cyber disc, but I don't see one. Is it? Okay, so the mechtoid has taken up position in a sniper's nest, and he is now on Overwatch. Double thick, going for a little bit of panic. Not entirely unexpected that he would do something completely ridiculous and of no particular use. Our whole team's going to be panicked. Holy shit, Tori Admiral Akbar resisted a mind fray. I have to assume Tori's remarkable ability to resist that particular destructive blast was because she has no mind to fray. It's just a void, folks. There's nothing up there. It's a hollow, empty shell. Ashley Olsen, you do have rocket boots, do you not? You do. Let's kick on your jet boot module for me. I want to test a theory here. Alright, this is going to work out quite nicely. So where is our scout? We need our scout to draw some Overwatch. That's going to be Anna Big Gun's gun, right? Where you at, Big Guns? Alright, Big Guns, we're going to need you to pull the Overwatch from yonder mechtoid there. So if you would be so kind, perhaps do that. Thanks. I really appreciate what you're bringing to the team. Really strong contributions there. Nicely done, Anna Big Gun's gun. There is a reason we don't frequently bring you on missions, Anna, and now you know what that reason is. Fortunately for you, Ashley Olsen has a very narrow profile and is a somewhat difficult target to connect with. So she's going to leap up here onto the top of this building and save the day for all of y'alls because you're worthless pieces of shit. Little electro pulse. That's going to disable that mechtoid nicely for us. And then we can move forward and have some actual troopers begin doing a little actual killing.
Solid copy.
Starting with old Sung Kang here. Sir drifts a lot. If you could, why don't you drift this wall down for us so that some of our other troopers can potentially kill something.
Grenade out.
There we go. Actually, not unreasonable damage for old Sung Kang as well. Can't help but notice that old double thick there isn't really getting it done. Also, I'm curious why we don't have shots at that guy. There's a battle scanner right there. It seems like we should have squad sight shots. Yeah, we can revisit that in a moment. Paris Hilton, what can you do? 91, 46. Well, we're not going to need to rapid fire this guy. I really feel that would be monumental overkill. Yeah, she killed the guy 6 fucking times with that shot, I think. And that will have gotten rid of then... Yeah, the psi shield is down. I think we got a little overflow damage out of that also. Admiral Akbar, 79%. It's not shameful. I mean, it's not good, but it's not shameful. You got to do 1 damage here, Akbar. Can you do it with your goggled fish eyes? That's right. Depth perception's for chumps, says Tori Spelling. Only schmucks and losers need actual depth perception. Tori Spelling can make do with none. She's like a walleye, folks. She's got the eyes on the side of the head. She can't even see the same thing out of both eyes at the same time. That's why they call her a walleye.
On it, Commander.
So Double Old is going to advance, hopefully not spawn another pod, which he just did. And that's a cyber disc in a somewhat unfortunate position. So Double Old is not well off. You have no target available from this position. I really find that hard to believe, Amanda the Man Binds. I sincerely do. Now you have 2 suddenly. Alright, that's fine. So let's kill the sectoid back here since nobody else is going to be able to deal with him, and somebody has to go save Double Old Sean Connery's bacon. If he's double old and made of bacon, would he be aged bacon? Is that how that would work?
On my way.
Do you age bacon? I mean, I know you can age a ham, because like prosciutto ham is aged. Can you age bacon? Do they do that? Should find out. Seems like aged bacon would be decadence in the extreme.
Still operational.
Wow, 4 damage from a drone on a mech trooper. That's more than I was expecting, I have to admit. Double moves for the rest of the crew. We really kind of need to get a little assistance up there for Ashley Tycoon Olsen. Especially with the cyber disc on station. That's problematic. Robin, double thick, still fucking about. What else can you see? 37... 37. Yeah, let's not mess around with that then. Just take the shot that has any kind of chance of hitting. You know, 6 damage is not terrible output. And a Big Gun's gun, you bring nothing to the table, Big Gun. Nothing. Oh, mio mayo. Have ourselves some fun on the bayou if you weren't a worthless piece of crap. On the plus side, at least this time you did manage to pull out the Overwatch, so good job there. Got a little respect for you in getting that done for us. You think you could maybe hit something? I don't know why I asked. I'm sorry that I did, in fact, and a Big Gun's gun. Yeah, you can reflex cannon shot that guy, get 5 damage for us. That's not terrible. I mean, it's not good, but it's...
Aye, aye, Commander.
Didn't miss. I mean, at least you didn't shoot yourself in the foot. I got to give you credit there. Double 71% here. We're going to take this. This will get us a shred as well. I am more concerned about the cyber disc than I am about any of the drones. Mostly because with the cyber disc, You have reactive sensors. Well, Paris Hilton may be dead. This... we got lucky. But the reason I'm concerned about the cyber disc, of course, big bastard's got access to exploding type grenades, and I'd prefer to not get hit by them. What's your chance to hit the dirt? Pretty good. But you are also the only unit we have that can hit that mechtoid at all. Literally the only one. Now, we could do something with Sun Kang here, possibly. If we get some weird angle bounces on this rooftop, we might be able to get... can we get a grenade on that guy? Doesn't look like it. Sun Kang does not have sufficient arm, so we won't be doing that. What can you... 99% hit the mechtoid. What do you hit the cyber disc? Less. You know what? Let's take you on the mechtoid then. I have a plan for that cyber disc. If we need to, we do have a backup plan in that we could always have Amanda the Man Binds just disabling shot it with her follow-up. She will have a double tap available here, so if we, in the event that we need it, we do have it available. Let's bring Double Old over here and see if he can maybe get a shot at a drone. Of course not. That would be a useful thing to do. Why would we expect Sean Penn to do such a useful thing? I'd really like a kill here. Thanks for coming up like one short, I'm going to guess. Yeah, one short. She was one short. So she knew what we needed. Alright, Amanda the Man Binds. Let's see what you can get out of just a regular shot first. These drones, actually, we've got to kill. You've got to be kidding me, Amanda Binds. Unfucking believable. Absolutely unbelievable. Alright then, so this has gone just completely fucksville. I would rather take one shot. No, you know what? We can't risk it. Kill the mechtoid. We have to hope that these drones go after Anna Big Gun's gun here. In this particular situation, we're in a bit of a pickle. Anna took some damage from the exploding mechtoid, and now we're going to have to go for the disabling shot with Amanda the Man Binds. And I got to say, Amanda Binds is pretty badly exposed here to these drones. They could theoretically just straight up kill her. That's got his weapon disabled, so the cyber disc is sort of out of trouble, but we've got 3 drones that could just... If they all shoot at Amanda Binds, she's probably going to die. Looks like they're going to repair. Good. I have no objections to you idiots going to repair the cyber disc rather than killing Amanda the Man Binds. Either that or the drones just realize that they want absolutely no fucking part of Dr. General Mr. Jiggles and his particular brand of batshit craziness, which I can't really fault him for. I also would not want any part of Dr. General Mr. Jiggles and his particular brand of batshit craziness. This is going to be a grenade. We can't disable that. 7 damage. We can deal with that. That's survivable. It would be nice if Robin Double Thick would get his ass into the fight here. I really would appreciate it if you could contribute something. I mean, and a Big Gun's gun sure as hell isn't going to contribute a damn thing. We all know that. Could Big Guns get a chemical grenade up there? I'm almost positive she's not going to be able to throw one that far. So if we had... It has reactive sensors. That's a problem. We're going to need somebody who can take the hit to take the reactive sensor shot. So let's have Ashley Tycoon Olsen take the first one. Nice. Nice miss, Ashley. Yeah. Just go ahead and eat this, because this can do like 15 damage. Oh, no, his weapon's still disabled. Excellent. So, disabling a weapon does prevent them from using their abilities. That's interesting. Alright, so let's put a proximity mine right there. Alright, Sun Kang. In the one previous mission where you did a good job, sir, and it was just one mission, if I may remind you, what we had you do was go full-on, crazy-ass kamikaze charge. And it worked out nicely for us. You stood out in the open and, I believe, dueled off against a bunch of, might have been Seekers, I don't remember. It was one of our earlier missions. It's been a long time ago. But we're going same thing. This is the kamikaze bonsai charge, sir. We need you to do some good work for us here, vis-a-vis this grenade and that particular explosive warhead. Okay. Alright, so we've learned the trick then to properly employing Sun Kang, and that trick is it's full-on kamikaze do-or-die charge every single time. You never take any kind of chances with him. Don't do anything unexpected. Well, don't do the expected thing. You know, like make use of cover, have reasonable tactics, take quality shots. None of that applies for Sun Kang. If you ain't out of control, you ain't in control. It's all 100% sideways sliding around like a fucking ignorant asshole in order to make Sung Kang do his job. And I, for one, have no particular problem with that. Please kill this guy, Amanda Bynes. Thank you. I very much appreciate what you've brought to the XCOM project, and I again feel guilty about including you on this particular mission because it's an unfortunate waste of your skills. And mostly, I'm kind of sorry you had to witness this. I mean, let's face it, this is a pretty ugly performance, even by our standards. Sure, no one's been hit or killed yet, but we haven't exactly been tearing shit apart or, setting the world on fire. This has not been a textbook assault on a map that we've done enough times that we should know it by rote. We've still been doing a pretty poor job. This is probably going to pop those outsiders. Surprisingly, it did not. Okay. Well then, we can advance pretty much without caution. Let's just throw it all to the wind and do whatever the hell we want. There are no consequences, no hangovers. We can make as many Groundhog Day references as we want, and there is no one that can stop us. So let's bring Ashley O over here. Gonna have her take position on the rooftop of the barn. I really like the aerial assault and mech trooper. Just it's a nice paradigm. Very cinematic. It feels very Michael Bayian, if that's a word. And if it's not, I coined it and I own all the subsidiary rights, trademarked by me, Perfidious Pete, Michael Bayian. If you want to use it, you have to pay me 9.5 cents, and probably also like 900 cents to Michael Bay. I would assume he probably gets the bigger cut, being the actual person that, inspired it.
On Overwatch.
Bayian, though. Add it to your vernacular today. It's a very Michael Bayian film. What do you do? Oh, just repairing. Okay. For a moment, I was curious why anyone cared about Ashley Olsen. Although, since they are bringing Full House back, maybe people will start caring about Ashley Olsen again. I have to assume that the Olsen twins are not going to sort of stoop to that level. I don't think they'll be back. Maybe you might get them in like a cameo or something. I could see that. Being regulars on the show, I don't see it happen. I just don't see it. Double Old a hit here wouldn't go awry. Alright, nice job, Double Old. You gave me what I asked for, sir, and for that I am sincerely appreciative. I would also like it if Sung Kang wasn't a worthless piece of crap, but, well, some things are out of your power, Double Old, and I'm pretty sure that's one of them. We could have Robin Double Thick walk in and shotgun that guy into a chunky paste. I mean, that's definitely a thing we could do. Man to the man. You know what? Let's let's go crazy. This is a Prince song right here. Let's go crazy. And we're going to have... I'm very concerned that Sung Kang is not going to be able to see that outsider from this position. I'm almost positive of it, in fact. Wow, what a surprise. So my plan here was to go absolutely batshit bonkers insane, have Sung Kang run in and mind fray that guy, but... well, that plan is not going to work. It's not going to work at all. But I think what we're going to have to do instead is have Amanda the Man Bynes save our bacon here. A little 81%. She should have the double tap available this turn, I believe. I hope she does, because that was a desperate miss. Yeah, we're going to need you to sort of short-circuit that guy's weapon. And this one actually needs to hit Amanda the Man Bynes.
Commander, it would be preferable if we attempted to retrieve those canisters.
Yeah, it sure would, Dr. V, but Amanda the Man Bynes is clearly protesting her inclusion on this mission. Not that I can really blame her. I mean, it seems like a reasonable thing to protest. If I were in her shoes, I also would protest my inclusion on this mission. And if I were a smarter man, I would have had Admiral Akbar here probably holo target before she took those 2 shots, but this is not a good mission for us, and I'm playing poorly. On the plus side, Admiral Akbar, despite her lack of depth perception, has managed to hit every single shot she's taken. So, I mean, we've got that going for us. And a big gun's gun. What can you do? Nothing useful. Why don't you throw a chemical grenade at this guy then and see if we can just encourage him to move, perhaps. That would be something, since Sung Kang is now standing out in the open with his dong in his hands, just trying not to die. Paris Hilton, can you do anything for us here? I'm going to guess probably not. Paris Hilton is not in fantastic... Well, I say probably not, but actually Paris Hilton could get a... It's a 2/3 chance for a kill here. Yeah, it didn't really pan out, but I don't really feel anyone should be surprised by the fact that it didn't really pan out. Are we going to be able to see that guy from here? I have to assume that we are.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Double Thick. We need this to be a kill shot, sir. 58% is not exactly what we were hoping for.
Target's still
Yeah,
up.
nobody wants to do anything. Everyone has adopted a somewhat laissez-faire attitude toward this mission, and apparently they're just going to let Ashley Olsen handle everything that needs to be handled. Also, Ashley, I can't help but notice that you just destroyed the one thing that was protecting Sun Kang from having his face torn open and being completely ripped apart. Nicely done there. Why don't you go ahead and take your follow-up shot and pray that this does a triple critical and kills that guy. I got 7 damage and a shred, which is not exactly a triple critical kill, but Sun Kang now can just run away. On the plus side, we now know where to put Sun Kang for him to panic the enemy like we wanted him to do. We got that going for us. Just Sun Kang, please, do your thing. Sun Kang, do your thing. And by that, I don't mean get immolated in a post-credit stinger. I mean, you know, get out of control so you can get in control and bring the battlefield back under our control, and we can perhaps win this mission, and I can... he's hunkered down. I was going to say, why is that guy so difficult to hit? Then I remembered we just specifically caused him to hunker down, and being hunkered down will do that. Telling you, I'm having an off day. It's been a day or two since I played. I'm a little bit rusty. Haven't really gotten back in the full swing of things yet. Situation I'm definitely trying to rectify before she who shall not be named gets out of the tube, and we have to go do an assault. You know what? Screw it. Let's just... We're gonna everybody run up, and we're gonna point blank this guy in the mouth. Because at this point, I don't trust you guys to hit in any capacity other than with a point blank shot. I really don't. So double thick. Why don't you run up here, take a little flank shot for us. That'll be fine. We could have had you run and gun, but he's just going to heal most of it anyway, so I don't really see a huge reason for that. Or you could shoot him in the side of the head and do more damage in a single blow than we've ever seen anyone do to an outsider. That was a phenomenal hit. 21 damage from double thick. Wow. So, despite the early panic, Robin double thick actually avoiding complete bonehead maneuvers, and I think we can pin that solely on the fact that he was panicked for a large chunk of the mission. He didn't have an opportunity to fuck up like we normally would expect him to do, simply because he couldn't do anything. Now, the panic, one could say, was him fucking up, and there's a strong case that that's the situation, but it's way better than the last time when he had a pistol out, stood out in front of a bunch of aliens, and calmly reloaded with no cover while the aliens all shot at him and missed. I mean, that was the thing that happened. Maybe he's got some kind of Wyatt Earp complex where he thinks he's literally immune to bullets, much like Wyatt Earp. He simply cannot be hit. I mean, that's a thing I wouldn't put past him. I could see him believing that. Opportunist, revive, all of these abilities are bad. Let's give you suppression for your spelling so that we can not look at you anymore, because odds are we're not ever going to have to look at you again. I, for one, am comfortable with that. Cyberdisk Rec 8, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just go to the gray market, get rid of the garbage, wrap this stuff up, and get ready for a mission that may actually mean something in a few days, because this one don't mean shit. So that's taken care of then. And with that done, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up another pointless package with another pointless bow and put it under a nice little pointless Christmas tree and give it to a pointless person. I don't know what I'm saying even more. Let's just end this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, including, possibly in some fucking far and distant future, a assault on a temple ship, I have to assume eventually it'll come around. I mean, it's been almost 2 years at this point. I would really like to have the temple ship assault underway before the end of December, but I make no promises. But if you would like to see it, consider subscribing as well. For now, though, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.